Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a fantastic day. So today I want to take a look at a new prop trading firm that's just launched, and they are part of the Blueage Financial group. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the subscribe button and also give the video a nice big thumbs up. And if you can, leave a comment down below what you think of the reviews and what you want to see next. I do read all of them and try and comment and reply to everybody. So the first question is, who is Blueish Financial? If you've not heard of them or seen any of their videos, they are effectively a training company, and they've allowed people to pass a lot of challenges, primarily around FTMO. Now that's been working through groups, making sure they've got a lot of backup and support through all their traders, as well as having some expert advisors who are customizable to be able to change the parameters to work for particular trading styles and conditions and go ahead and pass some of these challenges. So they claim to have enabled hundreds of people to pass loads of challenges, and if that's true, then fantastic. And I have no reason to doubt that, because I'm sure that if enough people have signed up, they've gone through whatever process, they've been able to go through and pass them. Now, I did actually sign up with a 7-day trial, which they had a while ago, and just sort of check out what they actually were selling. And yes, it was a very basic course around what is Forex, how to trade it, as well as configuring, set up their EAs and their robots. But I think the primary thing is being part of the group and being able to bounce ideas off people and really see where you can get extra value from that. I was a bit skeptical of a 7-day trial. I thought they'd soon link me in and be tied in forever and pay the full price. But luckily, after 7 days, they actually cancelled my account automatically. I did contact their customer support team, who were very good at the time, and said, no, we've cancelled that. We're not going to charge you any money. And that was actually quite a good thing for me, because I'm not sure if you're the same. You've signed up for a free trial, but you've got to give your credit card details. And before you know it, you've paid for the first month. You can't get your money back. And then you've forgotten about it. 3-4 months down the line, you think, why am I still paying these fees? But yeah, they were very good. They did actually cancel it, and I didn't actually pay any money, and it was a free trial. So it does seem a bit counterintuitive to me. You've got a training program and robots to allow people to pass prop firms, and then you set up a prop firm allowing all those people to pass. And therefore, if you are working on a true model like the rest of them, where you're actually taking fees to actually pay your traders, that doesn't really work. But I'm sure they've done the full analysis. They understand the business model correctly, and they're here to stay. So let's break it down and do some comparisons against this prop firm and others in the industry. Now, they claim that their pricing is the best. Now, that's only the best if you are a member of their program. And to become a member, how much does it cost? $147 a month. So for the majority of people, they don't want to be members because they have the skills, the knowledge, the tools to be able to pass the challenges on their own, or they just don't feel that paying £147 per month for a period of time is going to be cost beneficial. Especially if it takes 4 or 5 months to pass. Let's say you don't pass the first time round, you could have to take a retake and go through the multiple phases. Before you know it, you're 3-4 months down the line, you spent another $600, and then you get to the pass, and you only get a refund on your initial fee, not on your actual membership cost. So let's have a quick look at the website and see what they're actually advertising. So to start off, go to blueagefinancial.com, and you're given this option here. You have the Blueage Forex, the Blueage Crypto, as well as the Blueage Funding. Now, if you go onto the Blueage Forex, so as a member of the Forex side, you get a couple of indicators and a couple of EAs for actually going through the challenges, and they claim these are all worth $785, and you get that for $147 per month. Now, cancellation at any time is fantastic, so let's say you do pass the challenge, you can then cancel this. So if you want to be a member of their crypto side of it and actually understand about crypto, you look at the values they put against their trading algorithms and their breakdowns, etc. They claim it's worth $17,000. I don't know where they get that price from. It's ludicrous. But the same thing, you're only paying $147 a month. So when we click on the Blueage Fund, we go to this page here. Now, what you might notice or may notice is at the top here, you get a really funny URL, which is blueage.ropstampbpo.com/funding. So that in itself is a bit dubious. So I did look at what this RopStamp was. And that is actually a development server. So obviously their web developers have gone ahead and done a temporary site. Now, it wouldn't have taken much to create a distinct URL and hosted that site. You've only taken $20, $30 to actually create that, and it wouldn't have taken much to transport the things from development server over to that. Do a bit of extra branding around it, give it a different name, call it blueagefunding.com. It wouldn't have taken much to that, so I think it would have been quite a nice thing. It's probably just me being picky and probably noticing things. I'm obviously in the IT industry. I notice these URLs and DNS names. Most people wouldn't, but again, it just shows they may not have launched as well as they could have done. So under the pricing, there's two options. There's the normal price or the pro price. Now the difference between it is purely down to profit split. On the Normal challenge, you get a 70-30 profit split, and a pro, you get 80-20. Now, they claim that 80-20 is the best in the industry and that 70-30 is pretty much the standard. I'd argue that 80-20 is now the standard in the industry, and 85 to 90% will become the best very soon. So when we look at the pricing, we can see that if you wanted to go for the basic challenge on a 70-30 profit split, we're talking $947 if you are not a member, or $797 if you are. Now, if you compare that to the best prices currently, you're looking at the prop trading, which is $799 straight out of the bag. No membership, no nothing. And on that one, you also get an 80-20 profit split. So comparing like for like, we literally would be up here, and we're talking $1,147 as opposed to $799. So the pricing is a bit expensive. So what about their customer support team? How good are they behind the scenes? Now, at the moment, there's no history to say if they're good or bad. I can only go my personal experience when I had to contact them through live chat, and they were very good. They were online straight away. They responded instantly and looked at my account details and told me I had nothing to pay, and that was fantastic. So my personal experience said they were very good, but as we know, as we get hundreds or thousands of people signing up to challenges, there's always going to be a strain on the customer support team. So what is a trading platform? Currently it's MetaTrader 5, which is fantastic for most people. I'm sure we're all familiar now with running MetaTrader 5 with other brokers. They don't say who their broker is at the moment. Now, I'd like to have seen that so you can actually check out spreads. They're not offering a free trial. All they say is go ahead and sign up with our broker and you can find out what their spreads and commissions are. It would have been nice of them to list it on the FAQs and the website, but at the moment we don't know. I'm sure we'll find out very soon, or they'll do a quick update to let everyone know. So what are the trading objectives? What is our objectives to pass these challenges, phase 1 and phase 2? What do we need to do as percentage terms? Now, they have two options, and I think that's quite a key distinction between them. And I know what I would choose. I would choose option number 1. So option number 1 is pretty much we're all familiar with. We are looking at a 2-step verification, and therefore you get into funded after that. Now, you have 30 days for the phase 1. You need a minimum 10 trading days, maximum daily loss of 5%, maximum loss of 10%, and a profit target of 10. Phase 2, pretty much the same, daily loss and max loss, and with a profit target of 5%. So option 1 pretty much matches FTMO, is identical on all the criteria. So that's probably the worst in the industry right now. It would be nice if they had a slightly lower profit objective compared to the prop trading or my Forex funds. So option 2 is where we talk about 50 positive days. And I think some people might find this attractive. Personally, I don't think it is, purely because the maximum daily loss have increased up to 10%, but the maximum loss is still the same. So basically allowing you to have a huge drawdown in a day and therefore blow your account. I'm not a great fan of massive drawdowns on a daily basis. I think if you are managing risk correctly as a trader, you should only be drawing down 1 to 3% max. And at that point, if you're down 3%, you should literally close your books, walk away, and come back fresh another day. If you're allowing to break 10% on any particular day, that's just huge. That's going to blow your account, and before you know it, you need to pay for another challenge. So when we look at some of the other key criteria, these are actually pretty good. So we do actually allow trading news, trading over the weekend. We've got bi-weekly payouts, and they'll pay out on the 14th and the 20th of the month. Put a request in, whatever value you like, providing you a profit, and they'll pay that out. And you're not allowed to do any trade copying from other Blueage Financial traders. Now, it does say you can have EAs and trade copiers from other platforms. Probably they want to have it within the same group of people, because if you're all talking about the same trades and the same objectives, sooner or later you're going to absolutely either blow all their accounts or you're going to have massive profits and they can't afford to pay out. So as part of the program, they also offer a bunch of free tools. They've got a value against them. Now, for one moment, I do not believe in these values at all. For example, they've got one that says 3 tips to passing the challenges, valued at $97. Now, we've all given tips to how to pass these challenges over a period of time. It's very easy to know what they are. Don't break the rules. Don't be stupid. You know what they're like. So to give a $97 value against some tips is a bit much, from my opinion. So if you look at the other tools, a VRT cheat sheet, basically telling around volume reaction trading based on a particular trader who's passed loads of prop firm challenges. As I said, we've got these 3 bonus tips for how to pass and get funded, $97. We got a blueprint valued at $497, telling you all probably how to go about the strategy of passing the challenges. And Smart Money Secrets valued at $397. Again, this is probably nothing new. It's what's already out there, either on the internet or other free resources. So to put a dollar value against that much is probably a bit much for me. So it's always good to know what restrictions are on instruments to be traded. Now they claim there's almost nothing. You can trade virtually anything you like. The only one they did say was if you're trading crypto, just be aware of the spreads and the volatility, but there was nothing specifically outlined or banned from being traded. So we know other prop firms don't like you trading cryptocurrencies at the moment or oil, just an example. So it's nice to be able to see someone who says trade whatever you like. One thing traders all like is a nice dashboard. Now they do actually provide a dashboard. I've not seen the real behind the scenes how it all works, but essentially it just shows us the minimum trading days, past success failure, our profit and our drawdowns, and just showing a nice little equity curve to see how we're actually progressing to get to the challenge. By no means is it the best dashboard, it's also not the worst, so it's always just so nice to have that as an option. Now the scaling plan for me is probably one of the best features they've offered so far that I've seen in all the release. Now with other scaling plans you've got to get a certain percentage and you only get a small uplift, whereas this one you're actually doubling the account if you get a 10%. Now it doesn't say if it's 10% in a short period of time. Let's say you get 10% in 2 weeks, do you then get doubled, or is it 10% at the end of the month period? It would be nice if they could clarify on the FAQs, but I'm sure that would come as soon as people start asking this question. So if we look here, if we started with a 50k trading account, we would get 10% profit, double to 100, 10% again, 200k, 400k, 1 million, 1.5, all up to 2 million in 1, 2, 3, in about 6 steps. If you start with a larger account, the 200k, in 4 steps, only making 10% each time, you're up to a 2 million account. Now where this differs from other prop firms is you're only allowed to have one account with them at any particular time. So that allows for this scaling option to happen rather than having to go and buy, let's say, 3 $200,000 accounts and have 600,000 managed. You're basically able to scale up to 2 million in a fairly quick period of time. So what are my overall thoughts? What do I like and not like about it? I think the biggest thing for me is a scaling plan to be able to get to a 2 million account by only having one funded account. What I don't like is their claim that they're cheapest, but the reality is they're only cheap if you're paying an extra $147 a month to be part of their member program. And when you look at the full price, you're not that great. Also, you've got to pay extra to have the pro account. Again, puts you into the upper echelons of expensive funded programs. But I think time will tell. I think we'll see how many people sign up, how they actually get the people through the funded program, and how many people can actually start getting those withdrawals. As always, key with any prop trading firm coming out is the actual proof of payment when you are several months down the line, and establishing that reputation, not just for the first month or second month, but month 6, month 12. We don't get that many good prop firms launching. We get a lot of sort of under the radar scam ones coming along, but I think this one does look like they've got the potential to be a long-term provider in the prop firm space. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you all again soon. Cheers.